Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Spider-Man 3 has been giving us more and more clues pointing to this movie's mysterious plot. I'm talking Mysterio himself, confirmed to factor into this story. And there's actual evidence this time that we can all look at, instead of us having to take the word of some scooper with his inside sources, aka whatever will get the fans most hyped. I'm gonna explain what these new clues are, everything we are learning about this third Spider-Man film, and how it all connects to what we already know about this story. Spoiler warning in case I'm right. So from the set of this third Spider-Man have come all kinds of new looks. Tom Holland as Peter Parker on a snowy New York street. The movie is confirmed to be a story set at Christmas. It looks like MJ's working in a bakery, Peter Pan donut and pastry shop, which at first has some Christmassy decor in the windows, but in a closer later angle, MJ has put up some Hanukkah ones too. But the crucial detail was spotted on a poster wall, plastered with missing persons flyers. And then these two peculiar finds, an image of Mysterio with I believe. And then further down in the corner, citizens to defend Spidey. So there's a lot to unpack here. First, this confirms our theory from Spider-Man Far From Home that whether or not Mysterio Quentin Beck the man is dead, something by the way that remains very much up for debate since Peter failed to word his question to Edith properly.
Is this real?
All illusions are down, Peter.
Mysterio is bigger than one man, people. It's a whole team of disaffected Stark employees and community theater actors working collectively to pull off these illusions. As we saw when Mysterio's footage was downloaded to a flash drive, and then later in the post-credit scene when Mysterio's doctored footage framed and doxed Peter, Team Mysterio lives on, fully capable of ruining Peter Parker's life with a deadly trickle of fake news propaganda. And that is what we are now seeing with this Mysterio poster, the rise of conspiracy theories in the MCU, people making Mysterio into a kind of martyr. And it's not just the helmeted visage of the character, this is gonna be a big deal because another poster shows the face of Jake Gyllenhaal. And while that still doesn't mean he'll physically appear in the film, it does confirm that they care enough about this subplot to at least pay Gyllenhaal some appearance fee and to credit him in the movie, which they have to do if they use someone's likeness. This is also consistent with clues we spotted in Morbius, which, while less of an MCU property and more of a spunsy one, is expected to be loosely connected to the MCU Spider-Man with a crossover from Michael Keaton, Adrian Toomes, and background graffiti labeling Spider-Man murderer. Sony did delay Morbius, but only to October, signaling that they still really need this movie to come out before Spider-Man 3 in December. Now, of course, Spider-Man isn't a complete public enemy. There's this whole other campaign, Citizens to Defend Spidey! It's a much nerdier name. I'm guessing a small operation headed up by like Ned or MJ or Flash. We do know he's a big Spidey fanboy. To be honest, I'm a bit more concerned about all these missing posters. Feels like something you would see right after the snap, not on the other side of the blip once the Avengers brought everyone back. What is causing all these people to go missing? A new killer on the loose in Manhattan? Or some multiverse crisis causing individuals to disappear from this reality and others from alternate realities to suddenly appear in this one? In fact, if such a crisis is gripping New York and this whole world, that could explain why the public is embracing Mysterio, who claimed to be a warrior from another dimension within the multiverse. In their eyes, an Avenger-type hero who really could have helped them in such an event.
There are multiple realities, Peter. This is Earth, Dimension 616. I'm from Earth 833.
You're saying there's a multiverse? Because I thought that was just theoretical. I mean, that completely changes how we understand the initial singularity. We're talking about an eternal inflation system, and how does that even work with all the quantum? It's insane.
Even though Mysterio was totally lying there, Kevin Feige has suggested Peter's excitement for the idea of the multiverse from this scene and the idea that Doctor Strange is going to be in this movie. According to Feige, those two things are going to tell us a lot about where this movie is going. And now, with Mysterio, we are starting to get a much clearer picture of what is going on. And this video is brought to you by Antlion Audio and their Mod Mic microphone. So the Mod Mic allows you to turn your favorite headphones into a headset instantly. You just attach a Mod Mic to a pair of headphones or a VR visor, any other kind of flat-ish surface. This thing is great for PC gaming and VR. You can actually put the Mod Mic wireless on wireless headphones and stand 30 feet away from your webcam during a Zoom call with your family and still sound way better than grandma, because you know she loves to scream into that microphone. And you will sound better because this is a serious mic with way higher quality audio than the headsets that are a lot more expensive. It's got noise canceling and studio quality modes and a really convenient quick mute button. The Mod Mic Wireless has 12 hours of battery life and you can charge it while you're using it. Having an Antlion Mod Mic cuts down on clutter on your desk and it's just convenient for travel. It's a great way to upgrade your audio experience while still showing off those cool headphones that you love so much. So go to antlionaudio.com/newrockstars and use the promo code newrockstars at checkout to get 15% off. Upgrade your audio now. Get incredible audio quality with Mod Mic, the world's first ever attachable microphones. That's antlionaudio.com/newrockstars, or just click on the link below and make sure to use the code newrockstars to get 15% off your order. So how does this Mysterio propaganda campaign and the missing persons posters fit in with everything else we know about Spider-Man 3? Well, we know that Doctor Strange will join the plot along with Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, and Jamie Foxx Electro, last seen in totally alternate universe Spider-Man films. Meanwhile, everyone from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Willem Dafoe, Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone, to Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock, Daredevil from the Netflix series have been rumored to appear by various scoopers with varying degrees of reliability, but none of these have yet been confirmed. A big we'll see on the rest of those. Either way, it is clear Sony's goal is to bridge this MCU Spider-Man with elements from past films and alternate universe within the Spider-Man brand to create a kind of live-action Spider-Verse. These Mysterio posters set the stage for that conflict. Following Far From Home, Peter Parker continues to face scrutiny from Team Mysterio, who might have pre-recorded several contingency tapes designed to ruin Spider-Man's reputation in the event they failed in Europe. The thing is, this detached, leaderless crew of special effects experts would struggle to maintain an effective media campaign without help. Some of that help could come from J. Jonah Jameson's Daily Bugle site, but I think they would need bigger backing to truly turn public opinion against an Avenger. So I think it is possible that Team Mysterio is being backed by Oscorp, who, think about it, would now be a weapons tech rival to Stark Industries, eager to have gotten their hands on the late Tony Stark's Edith tech and their whole satellite-linked drone fleet. If those Defoe rumors are true, that could be how we get Norman Osborn as a corporate villain and maybe a silent partner to this assault on Spider-Man's public image. And when the media campaign doesn't work, Norman Osborn might decide to escalate to an actual team of people to take Spidey down. And that's how we get the assembly of the Sinister Six: Vulture, Electro, Doc Ock, maybe Morbius or Scorpion or Carnage or Team Mysterio, all overseen by Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. Now here are where things get a bit tricky, because on one hand, the inclusion of alt-universe actors like Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx might suggest that these villains' origins could be from a kind of multiverse crossover of villains. They pop in through some kind of multiverse collision or through a portal of some kind. But on the other hand, we have heard it suggested that Sony might make these villains not the same exact forms that they were in those past movies, but like a different Doc Ock, a different Electro, guys that have just always existed in the MCU, just played by the same actors for some reason. That muddy approach is kind of what they did with J.K. Simmons' J. Jonah Jameson. Like, hey, look, it's the same J. Jonah, don't that nostalgia feel great? But wasn't his Peter Parker Tobey Maguire? Shut up, nerd, this don't have to make sense. Pretty solid Amy Pascal impression. Whether these Sinister Six villains are given multiversal origins in the film, or if Sony shrugs it off as if it just makes sense for them to have already been in this reality as these actors, I think Doctor Strange in this movie represents Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige's solution to that madness, and within the movie, Peter Parker's solution to the Sinister Six crisis. Because the best way for Peter to face so many villains is for him to team up with Doctor Strange to navigate the multiverse to find allies, other Spider-Men from alternate universes. That's how they could get Tobey and Andrew in there and really justify Doctor Strange's role in the story, because what are they just bringing him in so he can do the Winds of Watum? No, he's in there because he knows his way around the multiverse. So the Sinister Six, backed by Norman Osborn, versus Team Spidey, backed by the Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, even Sony couldn't ruin that. I am wearing our new latest Obsession shirt, an unusual couple. It's amazing, and it has secret Easter eggs revealed via augmented reality. You can get this shirt at newrockstarsmerch.com. Follow me on Instagram at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, and subscribe for breakdowns of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.